Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian, and we are here to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be talking a little bit in code today because if you watch my channel and you watch my live, yes.
Is the plane going down? Are we gonna die? Why are you saying I'm salty?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian. You guys can call me Lindsay. Sorry, my hair is a wreck. It's been a long day. Of course, New Jersey always keeps us busy. And we're going to be talking today just about the Housewives in general. Sorry, my hair's like big on one side and flat on the other. You guys see that? I can't stand that. Anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel while I try to even my hair out. Turn your notifications on. It's super important. I also want to let you guys know I was on Andy the Real BH. We had a great show, so you guys will want to check that out. And then also I wanted to talk a little bit. I don't want to kill you guys with New Jersey talk, but it's like, there's just so much going on in New Jersey that I feel like it's so hard not to talk about it. I know you guys are tired of the storyline of Teresa and Joe, but we got to talk about it. So, there was a post that, well, let me read it to you, okay? It looks like Melissa could be taking a taking it bad. You ready, guys? Let me read this for you. Posted by J.R. Joy Rosenberg. This says it looks like Melissa this is too close, sorry. It looks like Melissa may have responded to the comments about the seating charts. Okay, so the person comments, this is TJA XX807. You need to get a hobby. It's sad that Teresa and Louis are all you talk about, which further proves everyone's point about you having no storyline. Like you drag things, bringing the sprinkled cookies to the party. How pathetic is that? Clinging to all this Teresa related stuff from the past. Are you going to respond to this seating chart issue and the fact that you were asked to be switched in order to sit with your boys? She replies, the seating chart is bullshit. That never happened. No one sat in those spots. Do you honestly think I would lie on national television right to your face? Get your facts straight. She admitted on TV. Are you people okay? Well, we don't know if you would lie on national TV, Melissa, but you certainly would lie on your podcast. I went on the Andy's live to talk about it because he has such a big following. I didn't want to get attacked for it because the other blogs haven't caught up, or people, don't listen to our podcast, so therefore they don't see the inconsistencies, right? There was a lot of inconsistencies, and anyone that watched it felt the same way. There was inconsistencies with the date. There was inconsistencies with, which changes everything, by the way, okay? They want us to think their podcast was filmed on Saturday because they're giving us a raw, authentic show of how they really felt as soon as they found out. No, the show was filmed on Tuesday night after they watched The Real Housewives. So everyone wants to know, are you okay, Melissa? Like, we're okay, but are you okay? Because it looks like you might be starting to crack a little bit. Because again, I don't know. There were only 2 tables at the engagement party. Mind you, that Teresa said that she had not even been to their house in 2 years when they got that rental where they've been building their new luxurious house that's getting so many great reviews. Sorry, hold on. I wanted to share this before I lose it. So even Teresa said that she doesn't even get invited to their house for like birthday cake and stuff. Like in her family, they always have cake and ice cream for their kids' birthday. Whether she took Gia to Mexico or not, she came home. She has cake and ice cream with the family, probably with Louis' family too, to celebrate Gia's birthday. That sounds natural. That's what happens in my family. And then she says that she had never one time been to their rental house, and they've been in it for over 2 years. And you know what validates that? the text messages when she asked for Melissa's address to send one of the kids their birthday gifts. Yeah. And I believe that, because I believe that Melissa is the kind of person that if she doesn't want to deal with you, she simply doesn't want to deal with you. And she doesn't want to tell you that she doesn't want to deal with you, but she'll tell you without telling you. You feel me? Like, that's how I feel when I listen to their podcast. Like, they can't figure out where all of this is coming from. It's like, you just took jabs at Teresa, Louie, Jacqueline Laredo, who you guys can listen to it on my other video. I don't want to bore you guys. I just wanted to come out and give you guys that little bit of tea about her responding. And why do people tag her? I hate that though, because it's like, if you guys want to know a little bit of tea here too, if you're not on Twitter, Melissa's old nose, who was a Love That Love Gabriella account on Instagram, she posted some photos from the LA trip, the MTV Awards. If you guys remember in last week's episode, Melissa said that her and Teresa had to go give an award together and it was awkward, yada, yada, yada. And when we see the pictures, like Teresa and Louie, they do seem like they're smiling. And Melissa takes a photo with Teresa, just her and Teresa. Then it's Bethany Frankel, Melissa, and Teresa. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's bloody out here. That's all I want to say. I hope that doesn't get my account shut down. It's bloody out here. Also, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's a sad day for well, I mean, I understand there are victims that feel like they're getting their justice. So I understand. But today, Jen Shah turned herself into a federal institution where she will go through an admissions type. She'll have to be given a security clearance, right? So they don't have that ready for you when you walk in the door. You have to go through a lot of testing to be cleared. They don't know if you have lice. They don't know if you have an STD. They don't know if you have TB. They don't know if you have any sort of health risk to general population. They don't want an outbreak, right? They don't want to bring someone in from the streets that has lice, put them in general population, and then 3,000 women have lice, right? So they have to be really mindful. And that's why you go through like an intake process. And that's what she will be going through. It'll probably be the worst 30 to 45 days of her life. I think that the feds have their intake in Oklahoma. Let me double check that. Federal inmate intake admissions. I want to find out admission and orientation. I really want to say it's in Oklahoma. I'll read this. The federal prison intake process can be an anxiety-producing time, whether called for prison intake, inmate take process, or prison arrival. These all refer to the same thing, the process of entering prison. This page explains the process and everything you will need to know about arriving in a federal prison, okay? So that means, like, if you're coming... So you can get charged with a state crime and a federal crime. You will go do your state years, and then the feds will be waiting for you when you're released from a state prison to take you to go do your federal time. Just telling you. So upon arrival at the federal prison, inmates are placed under admission and orientation status. This essentially means that the inmate will not be assigned to any work detail or education schedule until their initial rounds to various departments are complete. Once this phase of introduction to prison life finished, which can take up to 28 days, the inmate is officially part of the prison system's general population. Exactly what I was telling you guys. They have to clear them. Like this said, this is like the worst part, okay? You're making various rounds to different departments, like the OB, the eye doctor, the teeth doctor. What did I want to say about this? Okay, this is what I wanted to say. Priya is in state institution known as like the Prison Rape Act, the Prison Art Act. this happens in women's prisons too. This isn't just a man's thing. It's real in the women's prison, and they go over it in orientation with the women that are going to be heading into general population. They talk about not accepting gifts from people. You have to understand, guys, there's lifers in prison, and you think in your mind that like you don't need money in prison, but you actually need money in prison. You need money in prison to survive. You need money because you get state clothes like pants and shirt and like velcro shoes, but you're allowed to get like clothes boxes so you can like get some t-shirts to sleep in, some socks, shorts in the summertime, like that you're allowed to like lounge in versus being in your states. You can think of your states as more as a official uniform with your prison badge and your ID hanging. But when they are in the I don't want to say cottage, dorm, cell, they're allowed to be in more casual clothing, which would, like I said, would be like t-shirts and mesh shorts. So there are specific companies who sell clothing boxes and food boxes to institutions. So inmates are able to have these items. So contrary to what people think, it's expensive to be in prison. It's expensive to call home in prison. It is expensive to call home in prison. And you will wait in line to get on the phone. You will wait in line to get on that phone, especially during the holidays. Okay. You're not going to call home every Christmas because you're not going to go wait in the phone line for 2 hours. And that's the wait in the phone line on Christmas Day inside a woman's prison, anywhere, state or federal. Okay. But back to the PREA, they really try to go over how to keep you from not falling into these situations. Okay. Basically, they tell you like don't accept food, don't accept things from people, try not to get caught in hallways or corners, situations like that. This says cautionary federal prison intake note. Every prisoner hears from prisoners and staff alike should be taken with a grain of salt. Everyone in prison has their own angle and reason for presenting information and advice in a certain way. As prisoners get a better feel for the lay of the land, they can find people who seem trustworthy. Is this real? Trustworthy in prison? Anyways, these who prisoners should ask for advice and help. In the interim, cellmates are a good source of information not answered elsewhere. New arrivals should test everything shared to ensure it feels right. If necessary, such as when the matter concerns a major decision, take advice from a third party and ask their thought of the topic. My goodness. New arrivals are assigned to the kitchen, which is not always the best fit. Be proactive to find better employees. Prison inmate that pays better, or even prison employment that requires less work or time commitment. The best approach for prisoners to speak with cellmates to learn about more preferred employment opportunities. So basically, it's called CFS. It's chow hall. Some people like to work at CFS. You want to know why? They get on the morning schedule, they go serve breakfast, and then they're done with their job for the rest of the day. Some people like it because they like to cook. They're culinary. They're in prison. Yeah, they're not working with a lot over here, but it's better than nothing. And then it helps them hustle food back into their dorm. So if there's someone that doesn't get a lot of money, they can hustle that food back and initially sell it amongst the other inmates. They don't have a prison medical PREA on here. I can't believe they have this whole guide, how to greet cellmates. They didn't have this a long time ago. I can't even believe I found this. I wanted to, okay, because here's another thing. They're not going to provide you with tampons. They're going to provide you with shitty ass that you're not going to want. So that's something else you have to have money to buy for in commissary because they don't give it to you. So your commissary list is going to be shampoo, conditioner, soap, body lotion, toothpaste. They may say a little bit of they may sell a little bit of makeup like mascara or a lipstick. I'll tell you what goes hard in a woman's prison: a pair of earrings. If I should have told Jen Shah to hustle in as many earrings as she could. I told you guys she's gonna wake up in the morning and she's gonna have to wait in line to pee. Think about that. Think about getting up in the morning, first thing in the morning, going to the bathroom, and you gotta wait in line. And then when you're done with that, you got to wait in line to brush your teeth. And then when you're done with that, you got to wait in line to get your breakfast. And when you're done with that, you got to wait in line to dump your tray. And then you got to wait in line to get back into your cottage. So, guys, it's not going to be fun for her. Okay. It's not. So, toilet use in dorm setting is a little bit less private. Usually these jail bathrooms consist of a row of toilets and urinals along the wall. Most of the time, these are barriers on either side of the toilet, and there are usually swinging doors in front of each toilet for additional privacy. These toilets should be accessible 24 hours a day and are not be of the time lock variety. Don't go to the bathroom on a Saturday night. Do you know why? Because that's where they're getting down. It's like a nightclub in the bathroom on a Saturday night in prison. Not like a nightclub, it's like an sex club. Please use your imagination. Please don't make me explain it, okay? If you are in prison and you are a female and you have a girlfriend, you're in the bathroom on a Saturday night. Please don't make me explain it. I have footage from Marysville, which is a prison. I want to say it's either in Kentucky or Ohio. It is like a big women's prison, and I want to show you guys. I don't know if I get copyright or not. I could probably put them on TikTok though, but it's really unbelievable. It really is its own world. So, but again, like I said, at this moment now, Jen's got to do Jen inside a whole nother world. And you know what? Initially, when she gets over the shock, she'll be all right. She's gonna have bitches cooking her food. She's gonna have another girl over here doing her laundry. She's gonna have another girl over here rubbing her feet. She's gonna have somebody standing in the phone line for her. Trust me, Jen's gonna be okay. It's just gonna be getting over the initial shock. Any sort of medications that she could have been taking that would have been a controlled substance that she may or may not have a detox from, definitely she's gonna be going through that. And then her kids and family, they just lost their mother, their daughter, and their wife for 6.5 years. So sometimes we don't think about those victims because we know that the victims that lost their money, and then we look at Jen Shah, and then we have to consider her family. So I don't know, guys. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions about what it might be like for Jen Shah in prison, make sure you comment and let me know. And I hope